Welcome back to The Buck Stops Here. Now, whether individually or together, Saif Ali Khan and Kareena Kapoor are among the most talked about actors in the film industry today. They continue to not just grab the headlines, but also capture public imagination across India. And we're very pleased to have them on the sets of The Buck Stops Here today, as both of them come together for a much-awaited film, Kurban, a film set against a theme that perhaps we don't talk about often enough: terrorism and the Muslim identity. And of course, there's a love story thrown in as well, which Hindi film doesn't have one of those. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us on the program. One of the things that struck me as ironic, Saif, if I can start with you, is that when the two of you were actually filming for Kurban is when the 26/11 attacks actually took place. You were out there filming and you heard this news, and I remember you at the time, both of you actually wrote this very impassioned note from there.
Yeah.
And just rewind to that memory, that here you are in the middle of a film about terrorism, and then the truth becomes almost, stranger than fiction.
Yes. How did I feel?
What do you recall of that precise moment when you were on the sets of Kurban, playing this fundamentalist, playing this terrorist, and a terror strike happens in your city?
I remember exactly where we were. We were in the living room. We were filming at night, and it was the afternoon, and the phone rang, and we got this news, and the messages started. So obviously we called our respective homes, and we started finding out if our families were all right. And after that, we were shocked, horrified, felt so many different things. I mean, just recently, yesterday, somebody asked me about this, and obviously our thoughts and prayers, and condone so much of the families that lost people. But I think the concept of a bomb going off or terrorism is something we've been living with for a while now. Of course, this happened at the Taj, it happened in our home. But whether it was what happened in Parliament a little bit before that, whether it's what happened in London, happened in New York, I think, unfortunately, it's become yet another legitimate way to lose your life. Tomorrow, if someone was to say to me that, an aunt of theirs had cancer, you'd feel awful, but, it's something you've heard of. Similarly, if somebody said that, they were having a coffee and a bomb went off, I mean, you'd say, oh, that is also something that happens these days.
That suddenly it's become plausible. It's not something that happens only to other people. But you wrote at that time that you were finding it hard to defend that behind every detonator there was a Muslim.
That's right.
And you were scared, a little bit scared, to be a Muslim.
Yes. I mean, I think when I was growing up, I grew up in Bhopal, which was a Muslim state, second largest back in the day when there were princes in India and things like this. And we've had an Islamic upbringing, and we were quite proud of it at the time. My grandmother encouraged us to read the Quran. I think I've always recently been talking about the presence of A.K. Hangal in Indian cinema as being symbolic of the tolerance of India to Islam and secular India. And people respected him being a Panch-Bar Namazi, thought of him as a wise old man. Islam was viewed as a religion with beautiful poetry, Urdu, Faiz, Ghalib, the food, Mughlai food, architecture, the Taj. We had so many things that we were proud of. Karigari, people said that people can't carve emeralds as well as they used to. The Muslims carve emeralds the best. Today, the whole religion has come under this cloud, where today a person cannot buy. I will not be sold a flat in Juhu.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Has that happened to you?
Yes, of course it has. It has, but I mean, it's not bothered me. I bought one.
And you think you were rejected because of your religion?
Only because of my religion.
Somebody said that to you?
Yes. I mean, the real estate agent knows. Everybody knows.
Kurbaan.com